Welcome adventurers! In this video we're going to take a look at a paladin build for the game Solasta Crown of the Magister. If at any point you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, it really helps out the channel. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so for this build, we're going to choose Half Elf as our ancestry because it gets +2 to Charisma and +1 to 2 other ability scores of your choice. They also get to choose 2 more skills and they get Dark Vision and Fey Ancestry. For our starting equipment, instead of a long sword and a shield, we're going to choose a great sword for our main weapon and a war hammer to deal with skeletons. For the background, we're going to go with Philosopher. This will allow us to craft healing potions and it will also gives us proficiency with persuasion, which is nice because this character is going to be the face of the party. Now for your ability scores. This is a 27-point build. First, because we chose Half Elf, we get to increase 2 ability scores by 1 point. We are going to choose Strength and Constitution. Now let's raise our Strength to 16, Constitution to 16 and Charisma to 16 as well. That leaves us 2 points that we're going to put in Wisdom to get +1 to our Wisdom saving throw. One of the cool thing about Half Elves is that they get to choose any 2 skills, meaning they can choose 2 skills that would not be accessible to Paladins otherwise. So for our ancestry skills, we're going to pick Deception because we have a good charisma score and Arcana, which should help us with crafting healing potions. For the class skills, we're going to pick Intimidation and Athletics. For the languages, it doesn't really matter, just cover those that are used in the campaign and also keep in mind that we don't have to pick Old Tirmarian at character creation because we will get it for free at level 3 when we choose the Oath of Tirmar subclass. At level 2 we get Divine Smite, which deals 2d8 whenever you hit an opponent and decide to spend a level 1 spell slot. If you choose to spend a level 2 spell slots, it will deal 3d8, and if you spend a level 3 spell slots, it will deal 4d8. We also get to choose a fighting style and we're going to pick Great Weapon Fighting and we get some level 1 spells. We're going to take a closer look at some of the spells later in the video, but for now just know that most of the time we're going to use our spell slots for Divine Smite. For the level 3, we're going to select the Oath of Tirmar subclass. This will give us some bonus spells, but besides shield, there's nothing really that interesting. You also get Channel Divinity Golden Speech, which you can activate to gain advantage on persuasion and intimidation checks for 1 hour. And we get Channel Divinity Scourge of the Hidden, which can be activated once per short rest to deal 1d6 radiant damage on attacks against natural shapeshifters and 1d6 against opponents with dark vision. This effect will last for 1 minute. This is very strong for the Solasta Crown of the Magister campaign because of all the Soracs you'll be facing. Soracs are shapeshifters with dark vision, which means they will take 2d6 from your attacks when Scourge of the Hidden is active. For the level 4, we're going to select the bonus feat Follow-Up Strike. This feat will basically allow us to use our bonus action to make another attack with a two-handed weapon. This attack is less powerful as it deals only 1d4 plus your strength modifier, but you can still use Divine Smite with it. At level 5, you gain access to level 2 spell slots and you get an extra attack per turn. So with Follow-Up Strike, we now have 3 attacks per turn, and if another character can cast haste on your paladin, we now have 4 attacks per turn. At level 6 we get Aura of Protection, which grants a saving throw bonus to the paladin and his surrounding allies. This saving throw bonus is equal to your charisma modifier, so it gives +3 to all saving throws in our case. This aura is always active, but the radius is very small. At level 7, because we are a Oath of Tirmar paladin, we get Aura of Truth, which gives the paladin and his surrounding allies a superior dark vision and a +2 bonus to the perception skill. For the level 8, we will increase an ability score by 2 points. Normally, I would say to put those 2 points in strength, but at this point in the campaign, you should have access to strength items, such as the Belt of Giant Strength or the Gauntlets of Ogre Power sold by the antiquarian vendor. So instead, we are going to put those 2 points into Constitution for more hit points. At level 9, we gain access to level 3 spell slots. And at level 10, you gain Aura of Courage, which gives the paladin and his allies within 10 feet immunity to fear. For the spells, they are not that useful because most of the time you're going to want to keep your spell slots for Divine Smite. However, some of them are still decent, namely the spell Shield. Shield will allow us to use our reaction to increase our armor by 5 right before you get hit, essentially negating the attack. Divine Favor is another decent spell, but I would not recommend using it before level 5. At level 5, with Follow-Up Strike, we have 3 attacks per turn, which makes Divine Favor a lot better. However, this spell is always a bit of a gamble because you need to keep your concentration for at least 2 turns for it to pay off when you compare it to a level 1 Divine Smite. Protect versus Evil and Good is also alright because there's a lot of undeads and elementals in the campaign. This build is fairly easy to play. First, unless it's a really easy fight, you'll want another character to cast haste on your paladin. On your paladin's first turn, you'll want to activate Scourge of the Hidden if you haven't already done so before the combat starts. You can also use your bonus action on your first turn to cast Divine Favor. Then the only thing that's left to do is attacking your enemies and use Divine Smite on them to do massive damage. That's it for this video. Please leave a like, consider subscribing for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!